Hey everybody, this is smogchalk, and today I'm going to be fighting the Rathian in the Dragon Lady quest. So I'm going to be slaying her, not capturing her, because I'm pretty bad at capturing monsters. So, basically I'm heading to destination now. These loading screens take forever. So, yeah, sorry I haven't been posting for a long time. It just happened. I had a pretty tight schedule last week. But I'm here now. So, for the Rathian, you will need a map, some whetstones, first aid medicine, rations. Paintballs aren't necessary if you have a fluffy mashed cha-cha, but it always helps if you have the room. And antidotes are you need them a lot, because if the Rathian does its tailspin attack, it's going to poison you, and it hurts a lot too. So antidotes are always useful to have. Also remember to fill up your stamina bar using rations in the beginning of every quest. Especially quests when you need to gather items like eggs, because that extra stamina really helps. So I used my signal to see where the Rathian was, and now I found out that it's going to 5. Yeah, it's cool. So I'm trying to use the flash bomb in manipulative ways, but I don't use it well. So I'm thinking of throwing the flash bomb when it's going down, so it can fall face flat. However, it doesn't really work that well. So basically, I got a few shots, but then she screamed at me, which is pretty annoying. So, sorry for the camera angle. You can't really see any of the action there right now. Well, now you can. So the Rathian is a very, very fast monster. It can charge at you, and it'll just hurt a lot. So that's why I don't recommend using a lance, even though it has awesome blocking capacities. Because basically she'll bash you so many times that your blocking stamina will run out, and you'll be open to some devastating attacks, such as the fireballs or the extreme fire burst. The fire burst is pretty rare, and its accuracy is pretty bad. However, if you get hit by it, you're pretty much dead. So you should dodge by rolling. Rolling is really helpful against Rathian. It's an extra way of helping you, because the running away from the Rathian is kind of hard to do when you have hammer in your hand, or especially if you have a lance in your hand. But if you had a lance, you would probably be shielded right now. So the basic strategy to beating the Rathian with the hammer is to hit the Rathian's head as many times as you can. It's pretty easy to do with the hammer, and lucky for us, the Rathian's weakest part is its head. So that helps a lot. So now I'm in an icky situation because of that scream and then charge. So I'm just running away so I can have a mega potion. I promised you that I don't die at all in this, and that's pretty good for you people out there because you hate deaths. So the Rathian's charging at me with the fiery mouth. It's kind of scary because the Rathian seems like it always has fire in its mouth. It's like it's drool or something. It's like Rathian's fire is like its saliva. It's really weird. So the thing you saw there, the spectacle, was the fire burst. It's a pretty wide range move, but it doesn't go that far. But just don't try to get hit by it, or you're pretty much dead. So it's always good to heal up, like always. So yeah, when the Rathian is just preparing for attack, it's a good time to use the super pound and take advantage. Right there, I just broke the head, which makes it more prone to attacks. And yeah, it's just kind of satisfactory. So whenever the Rathian does a tailspin, it will poison you, and yeah, it's really, really annoying. However, you can dodge it easily if you roll. But if you're caught up in it, you should run away and drink antidote or mega potion, whichever is necessary at the moment. So if you had like very low health and you were gonna die, you would probably drink a mega potion then antidote. However, if you had good enough health, you could just drink an antidote then a mega potion. So that was awesome. I made the Rathian dizzy and fall down, so that doesn't happen that often. However, it isn't that useful when it's not easy to hit the Rathian when she's on the floor because her wings are act like shields, and you need like blue sharpness weapons to hit them properly. And at this point of the game, you won't even have a blue sharpness weapon. You can only obtain blue sharpness weapons usually if you get online materials. I don't have a single blue sharpness weapon. I really wish I did, but yeah, I'm not that far into the game. I'm basically at the part of the Barioth. I just beat the Rathian, so I kinda actually had practice that's just some practice for beating the Rathian. Just saying, the Rathian is way harder than the Rathian. It can shoot fireballs in the sky, which is horrible. It just hurts really, really badly. And yeah, it can do this really weird aerial swoop it's basically like an aerial charge, which is really annoying. It repeats it, it spams it, it does it all the time, and yeah, so that makes it really hard for you to hit it. So yeah, the Rathian is in area 8. That usually means it's sleeping. However, in some circumstances like this, it's going to be just staying up there, chilling. So the Rathian is in rage mode. That's one way of seeing that it's not asleep. So yeah, it's awake, wide awake. So area 8 is a weird place to be in because yeah, it's easy for the monster to push you to the side. And well, right now you just saw the Rathian shoot a fireball at a Jaggy. So yeah, that doesn't happen every day. I don't think the Jaggy died though, which is weird because that fireball really hurts, and the Jaggy definitely doesn't have enough power to survive one. Well, I was proved wrong maybe. So the Rathian can combo you into the ground and out there. I was actually kind of happy that she did that because I would have been dizzy if she comboed me somewhere else. So I'm just going to take advantage of the situation and drink some potions. And I'm going to be drinking a Psycho Serum for the sake of it. I don't really know why, and Psycho Serums have never been really useful for me. However, I am using them. Yeah. So when you're far away, the Rathian tries to use fireballs. However, the Rathian is very tired now, so it's going to shoot short-range fireballs. You might think that it won't hurt you, but it still will. So just be careful. And just don't be cocky and try to get all the hits you can, because it can still hit you with its tail, and yeah, the fireballs still do normal damage. However, they just don't hit long range. So the Rathian is really tired right now. So just use it to your advantage, and just don't try to make it go to rage mode because it'll just gain all its stamina back, which is annoying because it becomes really, really fast. The rage factor just is one of the hardest things to overcome in this game. So I was about to get hit by a fireball, however it didn't go long range, so it didn't really hit me, so I'm pretty happy. And I used this moment to sharpen, which wasn't a good idea in any way or form. So we kind of went through the first stage of the battle, and now the Rathian, I think, is going to area number 3, which is the dreaded area. I don't like it at all. Yeah. Area 3 and 7 are just hard places to fight the Rathian in. 7, it's hard to fight the Rathian in 7 because it's so dark, and that isn't helped with the fact that the Elgato video capture card makes the screen darker. So yeah, that doesn't help me. And Area 3 is so cramped and condensed, you really can't fight there easily, because the Rathian will take advantage of that and do some tail swoops and poison you a lot. So the Rathian will notice you, and just be careful, don't get hit by the charge. And oh, that attack you were about to see, but I dodged, that attack would capture me, and the Rathian would eat me. There isn't any blood and gore or anything, just randomly eating me. So you can either use a dung bomb to escape that, or button mash your way to safety. Button mashing will still you'll still lose damage, but dung will help. And if you saw there, I just smashed the Rathian's head before it was going to shoot a fireball, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, whenever the Rathian poisons you, you should just drink a potion, then an antidote. However, the Rathian took advantage of my potion eating habits and smacked me again with another poison hit. So I just went out and I was being a noob. But I don't really care because I win this battle. So I'm drinking first aid meds because, well, they're expendable resources. So I don't know, I always keep my first item on cool drink, which is a weird thing because I don't need it in the Moga Woods. So yeah, Cha-Cha got hit by that fireball. I feel kind of sad for him. Yeah, but then Cha-Cha has the awesome ability of healing all the time. I mean, the healing really doesn't help you in the battle. Actually, Cha-Cha just leaves, but it allows you to have Cha-Cha for a much longer time. And if Cha-Cha's dead, basically, you'll have to wait about 10 minutes for him to come back, which is annoying because Cha-Cha's always very helpful. So I would think the best Cha-Cha is the Fluffy Cha-Cha for me, because I really don't need to use a normal Cha-Cha for attacking or meaty Cha-Cha for eating meat, because I already have all those resources. Fluffy Cha-Cha is just a great distraction, and yeah, it gives me a lot of time to attack. So I broke another part. The breaking parts are indicated by dust and rocks like spurting out. So every time that happens, then you know you broke some part of the monster. It's more noticeable on medium-sized monsters like the Rathian itself. Yeah, it's medium-sized, it isn't large. I mean, large-sized monsters would probably be like the Gen Moron and the Alterion. The Gen Moron, even though it is extra large, it actually isn't that hard to fight. If you fight it online, you can probably beat it, because you don't need to use any many dodging tactics, because the Gen Moron isn't much of an attacker. It's basically like a brick. It takes some time to defeat. However, you can dodge most of its moves really easily. So back to the Rathian. Yeah, it's poisoning me a lot. I don't like that much. So I wish it could do other attacks, such as the charge or the fireball more, but it's stubborn and using the tail attack a lot. So yeah, the Rathian just loves flying in the sky. However, her male brethren loves to fly even more. It shoots fireballs from the sky, which is super annoying, and it can catch you off guard. Also, it can do this aerial raid move, which I explained before. Really annoying because if you want to lure it into trap, it's not going to go in because it's flying over it. But I really don't use traps much anyway. I mean, unless I want to capture a monster for arena, I use it, or if I want to finish a quest. But really, slaying a monster is basically as good, except capturing gives more rewards. But in this quest, I'm not really looking for rewards. Even though I would need a nice pair of, I might need some new armor. So the Rathian just shooting fireball after fireball. Yeah, I really haven't gotten hit with any fireballs lately, actually at all. So that's pretty cool on my part. However, some of you would like to see a fireball getting colliding with something. I mean, you've probably seen that cat getting hit by that fireball. That was pretty funny. And the Jaggy getting hit by that fireball too. Also, at one point, Cha-Cha got hit by that fireball. So, yeah. You know, Cha-Cha has a rage mode too. Not only monsters. Cha-Cha, when Cha-Cha's in rage mode, he can do many things. Fluffy Mash Cha-Cha's rage mode isn't really useful. Basically, yeah, Fluffy Mash Cha-Cha in rage mode basically throws dung at the monster, which is useful if, like, the Rathian is trying to eat you, but otherwise not really. Other Cha-Chas, such as Underwater Cha-Cha, throw spears at the enemy. Feline Cat Cha-Cha can throw a large barrel bomb, which is really useful, however dangerous. And a normal Cha-Cha just hits the guy a lot more. So the Rathian is now very tired. Yeah, well, not very tired. It's not tired like drooling, but it is limping. So I take advantage of that scream and try to move forward, because screams don't always affect you. You can be a certain distance away and avoid it, like shown here. So yeah, there's a lot of armor on the Rathian, so it's not going to be easy to hit it. However, if you're lucky, you can break apart. I don't know what I broke there. I think I broke a wing, because there are some holes in the wing. So basically, though, this whole gameplay is basically showing me doing super pounds on the Rathian multiple times. So now the Rathian's flying to 7, and I kind of took advantage of the Rathian flying. I did the magical spin move and did 1 critical hit. Critical hits are shown when a yellow spark appears. It's actually pretty easy to see. And I have a weapon that does a lot of critical hits, so that's really nice. So now it's in 7, and 7 is definitely a place I don't like to fight the Rathian in, because it's so dark. I don't like dark places because the Elgato just makes it even worse. That's why recording a GoldenEye gameplay would be nearly impossible, because GoldenEye, all the areas are so dark, you can barely see. I mean, if you're doing a multiplayer, if you're using multiplayer maps, maybe you can record. However, if you're doing a story walkthrough, 75% of the areas are basically dark. So I was really lucky to avoid that fire burst, because that would have killed me, probably. Well, maybe not killed me, but it would have drained my life to a very low amount, and then the Rathian would have probably charged at me and killed me. So the Rathian is finally going to go to sleep after this limping fest. So I hit the tail, which is kind of cool. So just don't rush to 8, because if you do, the Rathian will notice you and will not go to sleep, and you'll have to fight it, which is annoying. It's always going to take advantage of sleeping and use bombs. Unfortunately, I do not have bombs. So I'm just going to be waiting for it to sleep. Yeah, you can see that when the Rathian figurine turns blue. Like now. So now it's sleeping soundly. It has a few Jaggies around it to protect it, but Jaggies aren't strong enough for anything. So you should take full advantage of this and use a super pound if you don't have bombs. Bombs are always the best choice. So do this, boom, and I was lucky enough to kill it in 1 shot. So yeah, this walkthrough is coming to end. So if you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, like or dislike, and just comment, give me advice. I would love it. So, and also give me the next monster you want me to see doing. Nothing too high like Altarion or like Oregon or something. Somewhere around, somewhere before the Oregon, because I'm not up there yet. So, yeah. Have a good day. So these Jaggies are pesky. That Jaggy hit the other Jaggy. It's really weird. So yeah, you can basically cheat the interface by doing a hammer charge, so you don't need to do the generic pose. So bye. Hope you like this video.